If you're not new to the Stardew Valley Reddit, you might have seen these posts about your grandfather's bed. It's pretty wild, I'm not gonna lie. So, let's get straight to it. The 1.5 update was probably the biggest and most ambitious update that Stardew Valley has ever seen. This update added a huge amount of great new content, some quality of life changes, and even settings for new games that add to replayability. If we do get a new update, it will be quite a while from now, since Concerned Ape is hard at work on his new game. But I think the game is in a pretty healthy place right now. Of course, I would love a new update, but it is still in a good place as it is. But some of us have been playing this game for a really long time, and we have just seen it all. This is where mods come in. Stardew Valley has a very dedicated modding community, so if you're looking for massive content changes, there are mods for that. If you're looking for small changes, quality of life changes, the modding community has your back. But instead of that, the community has started to make some of the most hilarious meme mods I have ever seen. And it is all about your grandfather's bed. Yeah, you heard me right. There are a flurry of new mods hitting Nexus mods, and they are all changing the opening scene of the game. And more specifically, they are changing your grandfather and his bed. The flurry of grandpa's bed mods and posts have actually influenced the Stardew Valley Reddit page. The banner has now been changed into a collage of different variations of these memes, and I think that is really cool of the Reddit moderators. Being part of the Stardew Valley community just feels so inclusive. So this is where it all started. Concerned Ape has stated that he built the intro scene in a hurry, and he admits that the art is not his best work, and this is what it currently looks like. As you can see, this is a pretty strange looking bed, and it has been a meme in the community for quite some time now. But the modding community has taken it to a whole other level. It started a long time ago, around November of last year. Someone made a mod that makes a bed look pretty good actually. The purpose of this mod was just to fix up the bed and make it look more like a bed. This is a good mod, but this is not what started the most recent meme of Grandpa's bed. This is the mod that started it all. This mod is called Slightly Worse Grandpa's Bed, and the title is incredibly accurate. It's basically the same bed, just slightly worse. Naturally, this mod blew up on Reddit, and naturally, each new addition to Grandpa's bed saga got more creative and more absurd as each modder had to outdo the other. So then we have the mod that completely removes Grandpa and only leaves the bed. This makes the cutscene make absolutely no sense, but it is what it is, I guess. And then we have the mod that completely removes Grandpa's bed and Grandpa himself. Nothing crazy going on over here. Seems like a good natural progression from the previous one. But the next few mods is where it starts to get a little bit crazy. Now Grandpa is the bed. Yeah, you heard me right. This is not a drill. Someone merged your grandfather from a video game with his bed and his dying scene. This doesn't even make any sense, but I love it. The next one is not that bad, I think. It pretty much just swaps the bed with the envelope. Now Grandpa is sleeping in an envelope and holding a bed. I'm actually okay with this one. It gave me a little giggle when I first saw it. Yeah, this would be pretty weird if it was in the base game, but it's good for a quick laugh. Now we're going into uncharted territory, like this one. Grandpa is a Joja Cola addict. He's laying in his bed, and there are just cans of Joja Cola everywhere. There is just a mountain of cans on the floor, and even some on his bed. This is very weird. I guess he really loved his Joja Cola. At least he had a few hundred cans just before he paused. Then we have this one, Kirby swallowed Grandpa. This Kirby meme has gone too far. Then we have my favorite one by far. It's Grandpa laying in his normal bed, but with a twist. Evelyn and George have set up a ping pong table on his bed and they are playing ping pong on top of Grandpa. Guys, I'm going to be honest with this one. How do people even come up with this stuff? This is just pure gold. So creative, so ingenious. If only ConcernedApe thought of this sooner, then it could have been in the base game for everyone to enjoy. Have you ever seen the Peter Griffin pose meme? It looks like this. It is quite an iconic meme, so naturally someone just had to use this for Grandpa. It is a little bit strange, but someone took it a little bit further. Peter Griffin is your grandfather. I'm not sure who asked for this, but we got it. But there's something that is so much more important about this mod. Look at that bed. Look at the quality. Look at those angles, the colors, and the texture. Wow, the perfect bed. Okay, it's going to get a little bit dark now. This is Grandpa laying on the floor with this very suspicious looking face. He has his tongue out. There are flies doing their thing where they fly around. And I'm pretty sure those streaks are implying a smell. I just wonder what is going on here. All I can say is that this is a really cursed version of the Grandpa's bed saga. And then finally, we have this really dark version of the Grandpa's opening cutscene. This is Grandpa laying in this bed, but with an actual sword sticking out of him. Since most of my content is family friendly, I don't actually know how strict YouTube is on this, so I will be censoring this out. A sword sticking out of a man is a little bit weird to just casually show on YouTube. But either way, Grandpa was killed, and then he left you a farm. If this was the case and was included in the base game, I think our end goal would probably be revenge instead of happy farming vibes. And those are some of the mods and memes regarding your grandfather's bed. I'm really excited to see what else people come up with. And I think exciting times are coming for Stardew Valley. The game is at a point where we might not see more updates. And this is where the modding community gets to shine and show off their creativity. Similar to Skyrim, this is where the modding community really gets to take off. As the game stops getting updates, mods start to become more compatible as each time there was a large update, most of the older mods just stopped working. Now that the game is in a consistent, stable state, mods created on this version of the game should just work for the foreseeable future. I'm going to predict that Pam is going to become the next meme by the modding community, and it has already started with Pam is the boss mod. This is a very strange mod, and I can't help but think, who asked for this? Well, another modder outdid this one and made a Pam is the trailer mod, and this is basically nightmare fuel. I hate this, which means I love it. But what kind of mods would you like to see? Please drop your mod ideas in the comments below. Be as creative and in-depth as you can. This video is very different from what I usually make. But did you like it? Was it entertaining? Can I do better? But until then, I will see you in the next video.